Right then, sensational Saturday morning here. It's pretty cool outside. It's 58 degrees, so as a result, there was quite a bit of fog this morning. And as you can see, I'm still at the lake house. Once again, I'm finding it hard to get the ambition to go down to the turd. Hour and a half drive one way. But we gotta do it. Last night, or yesterday at work, my last call turned into a 2-hour epic nightmare. Yeah, the parts I ordered didn't solve the problem. I was trying to figure out what the problem was, and it took 2 hours, and I still didn't solve it. I was getting so frustrated that I couldn't take it anymore. And I just said, I'm done. And I called factory tech line, and they recommended I put in a part. I order a part. So I pulled a DTR and ordered a part just to get out of the situation. Yeah. Just so I could get out of there. I still had one call after that. That was about an hour drive one way to get to it. It was 4:30. For the first time in years, I called up the call center and had them cancel that call, reschedule it. Yeah. It was a diagnostic call on an LG refrigerator that was throwing an error code. The error code was CF. You've heard me say it before. The one good thing about LG appliances when they designed their error code system, the letters that they used that show up on the code, like in this case was CF, stand for something. An actual component that has failed. So in this case, CF stands for condenser fan. If the computer's not reading a signal back from the condenser fan that it's running, it throws a CF error code. So I told the scheduler, I said, there's no point in me even going down there to look at it and say, yeah, your condenser fan's not spinning, burned up, you need a condenser fan. We might as well pre-order the condenser fan and then go out there. So that's how I got out of the call. Scheduler told the customer, we're going to come out with the part. We have to order the part. Yeah, so that it was a late day. And I was in a bad mood. Mia chimes in after she dropped the Amish Mafia off at their farm, indicating she was going back to her place. Frickin' cat is on a tear. 20-hour drive. She was wired. I'm like, it was all full of energy. I'm like, why are you wired? What are you on? She said Pepsi. She drank a whole 12-pack of Pepsi. She was bouncing off the walls. So I was pissed, remember? Punchy. So I started jacking her up about why can't you, on these long trips, chime in to let me know you're okay and everything's going fine on the trip and you're not in an accident, you're not in a hospital, you know what I mean? Why do you gotta lock that GPS in on your phone and then you don't call anybody, you don't touch your phone for fear of losing your GPS? She tried to call me while I was driving home from the shop, but that Jeep is so loud, I never heard the phone chime indicating I had a text. So she decided to go to bed. First she sends a message, hello. That's the one I didn't hear and I didn't answer. About 15 minutes later she says, I'm going to bed, TTYL, and sent me a kiss emoji. What? I haven't spoken to you in almost 2 days. I was pissed. Stop being selfish. Yeah. So I responded that I never heard her text. So she called, but she was already in bed and she was already passing out. Oh, drowsy shit. Yeah. And of course, I had to make a comment because I was pissed. And all she said was good night and hung up the phone. And now she'll sleep till noon. Anyway. Last night when I got home, I tried to find the title for the Jeep. Can't find it. It's not in the glove box. It's not in the center console. They tell you don't drive around with the title for your car in your car because it's somebody carjacks your car, then they have the title. They can just pretend like you sold it to them. You know, get a new title issued, the whole shit. So I don't follow that rule. So that means the title is somewhere else. Now, I had a bunch of important papers in the credenza at my other house, but I think I took all those papers, put them in a box, and brought them up here, just in case the trailer started on fire when I wasn't there, and I couldn't put it out, and I lost all my important papers. So I tore everything apart in the house here. I can't find the papers. So I'm hoping that I didn't do that, that was wishful thinking, and they're still at the trailer. If they're not, I literally have to go to the DMV and get a new title issued for the Jeep, and that costs money. I had to do that on the winter beater when I sold that. The guy wanted it, and he wanted it now. I couldn't find the title. Tick-tock goes the clock. I had to go to the DMV and get a new title issued, a duplicate title, because I lost it. And then I found it about a month later. Same scenario. Frank is supposedly going to show up today. We're going to trade vehicles. I don't have a title. I guess we don't do the trade today. If it's not sitting at the trailer. I don't know where it is. I'm not organized here yet. Damn it. So there's that. Got to hook up the trailer. Got to load up my tools. Got to stop at Menards on the way down to the trailer. Pick up 2 sheets of that brown paneling. Yeah. And then I got to get working on, I already got a quart of the correct color of paint for the cupboard doors and the other face frames on the cupboards. So I got to paint those. And then I got to start putting up that paneling on the living room side of the cupboards. Lots to do. I can put up the upper trim around the kitchen. And yet I sit here in the therapy chair and I don't want to go anywhere. Other than that, not much new to report. Yeah. So I guess we'll make it short and sweet. And next time I talk to you, it'll be at the trailer, showing you some projects. So we'll go from there. Stand by.